Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I want to introduce Jyotish and Yagya in a simple way to our villagers and farmers in Odisha and the rest of India. We have already introduced Transcendental meditation, TM, Bhagavad Gita recitation, and the essence of Maharishi's commentary on Gita, basic Ayurveda, and Vedic organic agriculture. The purpose of all these Vedic technologies is primarily to gain enlightenment and help establishing Maharishi's vision of Global Ram Raj, bringing happiness, prosperity, and a life of full potential for everyone. Maharishiji has revived Jyotish and Yagya and reminded everyone that these are consciousness-based technologies and we should have the self-experience by learning the art of transcendence and eventually gain God consciousness. Because people have not been transcending, the experience of pure consciousness has been lost. There is a one-to-one relationship between cosmic law, which governs the cosmic, and the holistic and specific laws of nature that govern the individual. Yajurveda says, Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande, Yatha Brahmande Tatha Pinde. That is, as is the human, so is the cosmos. As is the cosmos, so is the human body. Now, this indicates that we are not isolated, not separate beings. We are intimately connected to the cosmos. We know the relationship between the moon and the ocean tides, moon and its effect on our behavior, sleep, etc. Sun is essential for our survival. There is no life without the sun. Our ancient rishis have cognized the connection between us and the cosmos. Jyotish is also referred to as the eyes of the Veda, and it brings the light of knowledge and light of life. It reveals the relationship of individual life to cosmic life. It is important to understand that when one is experiencing happiness or suffering, it's our own actions which are coming back as reflections of past karma. Maharishiji would always say, as you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow the seed, so shall you reap the crop. All happiness or suffering comes from one's own actions or karma accumulated over many births. Jyotish predicts the effects of karma in terms of grahas on your entire life. So, in this science of Jyotish, one then predicts these effects of this karma in terms of the grahas. Here, the grahas are neutral. They are just conveying these karmas which you have already reaped because of past actions. In Jyotish, there are 9 graha. These are Ravi, Chandra, Kuja, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu are astronomical points where the moon's orbit intersects the path of the sun around the earth. There are the 12 houses known as bhavas that create the basis for one's life. In the natal chart, also called Kundli, Jyotish expert studies the 12 houses in the chart, and these represent so many aspects of one's life, namely one's personality, wealth, family, efforts, compatibility in relationships, education, children, health, and also most importantly is about the spirituality and the position of Guru in the house of Guru. Each of these houses is ruled by different graha. Kundli begins counterclockwise with the first house and goes around the other, forming a 360 degrees angle. Each of these houses is connected to a certain set of traits. Each house represents or rules over multiple things in a person's life. Maharishi Jyotish, also known as Maharishi Vedic astrology, is the science of transformation and technology of prediction. It is precise and gives you the knowledge of the cycles of time that bring about transformation in your life. It explains how the laws of nature in relation to one's karma of many births are responsible for the changes and developments experienced in your life, and how life unfolds sequentially from the time you're born. Maharishi Jyotish is the knowledge of the entire range of life, both individual and collective life. It can bring to light the profile of an individual's past, present, and future in relation to one's karma and its effects, thus providing the full understanding of any future trend, whether good or bad, as well as identifying any specific periods that might need extra attention to ensure continuation of life in tune with natural law. According to Jyotish, prediction of future events is possible because the same orderly and sequential laws of nature which govern the cosmos also govern the life of the individual. Knowing any one point in the sequence, such as the time and place of birth, an expert can calculate forwards and backwards in time. In this way, it offers valuable insights concerning your health, finances, education, career, life partner, children, compatibility, and interpersonal relationships. Thus, it is a practical program which helps one to avert the danger that has not yet come and to take maximum advantage of the fortunate periods coming in one's life so that you can live your full potential, predict coming trends and events, prevent future problems and obstacles, and achieve greater success and happiness. So, knowing the Jyotish is like a road map. One knows the timings and the events, and one has the advantage of knowing the periods of nature's support and also periods when there are problems or obstructions. In general, the Jyotish is done at birth as a life chart, or for 1 year or 5 years, or for specific incidents or events. So based on these events, then Graha Shanti is done to remove the obstacles or problems. Yagyas are also done for the Graha Shanti and to obtain the grace of all the Devas for the nature support. So here, removing the obstacles and gaining the nature support is very important. Life is too short, and without this knowledge, one is living in ignorance, wasting time, effort and resources. Maharishi Yagya, also known as Yagna, helps in averting future problems and supports good fortune in life. Yagya helps to avoid future imbalances and is necessary for anyone who is responsible for the well-being of others, such as parents, family, business partners, etc. Here, the destiny of others is interdependent, and each one's current actions and decisions are rooted in their own past karma, which is both individual and collective. Yagya is referred to as a ritual or fire worship. It symbolizes sacrificial actions dedicated to a higher ideal. The ritual itself consists of offering the oblations in the form of grains, herbs, ghee, etc. to Agni Deva. The word yagya means sacrifice, and this sacrificial activity is directed towards gaining some desires of limited value or attaining the absolute, which is Paramatma. There are actually 12 different classifications of yagyas described, which cover the entire cycle of human activity in our lifespan. Primarily, through the yagya, people can enjoy prosperity and peace, health and long lifespan and bliss. One attains many material goals through these yagyas. But the goal of yagya is to gain the higher states of consciousness and move towards enlightenment. For a spiritual seeker, it is very important that these obstacles resulting from one's own past karma are removed and one gains the complete support of nature. Further, these yagyas are most effective when the performer of yagya and the beneficiary are rooted in consciousness, which means that they should have been practicing transcendental meditation. It is also important that one performs actions aligned with the natural law or dharma and remains dharmic. The grahas and devas naturally support dharmic people who will give up these violations of nature, causing bad karma, and be doing good karmic activities. One should not think that they will do a yagya but continue leading a life filled with violations of laws of nature and lead a dharmic life. Here you see a picture of a Vedic yagya. On the right side in the picture are Vedic Pandits performing yagya. On the left side in the picture are Yajamans or clients experiencing the benefits of the yagya and fulfilling their sankalpa. Sankalpa is also known as the purpose of this yagya. In the middle of the picture is the Devata to whom the offerings are made in the Yagya. For example, here it is Bhagavan Rama, but it could also be the 9 grahas or planets and other devas and devatas, including Shiva, Vishnu, Devi, etc. Now you try to understand the concept of this yagya in a very simple way. Here you see the Pandits established in pure consciousness or the Atma of the Self. These Pandits recite the specific Vedic sounds, also called mantras. These sounds are specific for each yagya and for each devata. So, when they recite these Vedic sounds, being established in their Atma or the pure consciousness, then they enliven these qualities in their own consciousness. So here, enlivening these qualities of the Devata means enlivening the Devata itself. Next, these enlivened Vedic sounds are seen as the sound waves invoking the Devata and are carried in this pure consciousness which is all pervading to the Yajaman or the participant. So here again, if the Yajaman is also transcending and established in this pure consciousness, then he experiences these specific values of the Devata which are invoked by the Vedic Pandits, and his Sankalpa gets fulfilled. Further, it is important to understand here that these waves of these enlivened Vedic sounds also saturate the environment as the consciousness is all pervading, and it influences the environment both in the near and in the distance. So not only is the individual sankalpa fulfilled, but also the environment is purified and gets benefited. Now, how do we get the best results from Jyotish and Yagya? It will be good to get a 1-year chart or a 5-year chart regularly through one's lifespan and do the necessary Graha Shanti and do the offering to Devas. Here, the Devas include Shiva, Vishnu, Krishna, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Durga, Chandi, and their other manifestations. This is in addition to the Navagraha Puja and Yagya. These Yagyas are also done by individuals regularly on holy days in the Vedic calendar to maintain peace, happiness, prosperity, and remove future obstacles rising from their past karma for the individual, family, community, and the nation. Then there are the special yagyas for the farmers in terms of climate, for growing the crops and preventing any negative influences. There are yagyas for bringing auspiciousness for special events like marriage, getting a good job, building a home, to get a child, and so many things. Ultimately, Our focus is to progress in all aspects of life. We want life to be smooth, peaceful, happy, and healthy. We reduce the suffering and negativity. We mend our ways. We become more dharmic and aligned to the natural law. We regularly transcend and be connected to the self. We try to live a life of full potential and eventually gain Jivan Mukta, the freedom and liberation while still in this body. This is the purpose of life and this is the goal of human birth. This knowledge comes from the Veda and the Rishis have given us this knowledge. Finally, all the Vedic technologies we are introducing in the villages are meant to make one sattvic with Vedic organic agriculture and basic Ayurveda to promote health and longevity, to remain in Dharma, to express our appreciation and gratitude to the Creator and the creation, to understand that we are cosmic and have a life of full potential and gain self-realization. All these Vedic technologies will spontaneously and naturally allow us to live life in Sanatana Dharma, fulfilling the goals of Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha without too much of effort and strain. Jai Gurudev, Loka Samasta, Sukhino Bhavantu. Here is the translation for these two verses. May good befall on all. May there be peace for all. May all be fit and evolve to attain perfection. And may all experience that which is auspicious. Next, may all be happy, may all be healthy, may all experience what is good, and let no one suffer. Om, peace to all, peace to all, peace to all.